Hey everyone, welcome to Sideshow's First Look. Today we'll be diving into the Iron Man Mark IV quarter-scale collectible figure and suit-up gantry by Hot Toys from Iron Man 2. The box is massive as befits a figure of a scale so grand. Folding it open reveals a gorgeous bit of imagery gracing a decorative insert, and removing that insert will get us our first look at the quarter-scale Iron Man figure at rest in the topmost of 4 trays. Removing all of those trays from the box reveals the Iron Man figure and its accessories, as well as all of the parts for assembling the suit-up gantry, which is exclusive to the deluxe version of the figure. Here's absolutely everything that ships with the collector edition of the Mark IV. There's the Iron Man figure in the center. Off to the right, you can see a donut box, a donut, and a coffee cup. Over on the left is the swap-out head with a portrait of Tony Stark, the faceplate for that helmet, and 4 swap-out hands, including a pair of hands with articulated digits and a pair of repulsor palms. The Iron Man Mark IV quarter-scale figure stands more than 19 inches in overall height and is impressively decorated in the character's signature tones of gold and hot rod red. Subtle bits of weathering in the form of scuffs and scratches can be found at irregular intervals, adding an even greater sense of realism to the base deco. And several pieces of the armor can be removed to glimpse a bit of the tech that lies beneath. The alternate portrait features an excellent likeness of Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark, and has the option of being displayed with the faceplate in the closed or open position. Hidden compartments in the head, back, triceps, and calves can be removed to access the battery compartments as well as the switches for activating the light-up features. All of the armor's weaponry is internalized. To access the shoulder rockets, just lift up on these flaps, then pull the rocket pod out from the shoulder, moving it into position before returning the flap to its closed position. The rockets in the arms are concealed inside and can be deployed by simply opening each one individually. And the larger wrist rocket can be deployed by opening this flap, then raising the rocket pod out of the forearm before spreading the 2 halves apart to reveal the rocket. Even the countermeasure pods at the hips are deployable, as are multiple flaps in the back and on the chest. Deploying all these elements has the added benefit of fully showcasing the internal light-up features of this armor. The Iron Man Mark IV's helmet portrait sits on a double ball-jointed neck. It can look in all directions as well as tilt to either side. The shoulders will shrug, dip, press, and row. And moving the pauldron away from the shoulders will allow the arms to lift laterally about 90 degrees. The arms will also swing to the front or back a full 360 degrees. The double-jointed elbows will allow for about 110 degrees of flex, and a pivot joint above the bicep will allow them to rotate a bit as well. Extending the torso thusly will allow for the maximum amount of articulation, both to the front and to the rear. And it will also crunch laterally a bit as well. And of course, there's a significant amount of twist available. Dropping the legs at the hips, raising these flaps at the sides, and lowering the thigh armor will allow the legs to lift laterally about 70 degrees. And they'll also kick out about 90 degrees to the front. The double-jointed knees will bend about 110 degrees. And the legs will also pivot about 40 degrees total. The feet can be pivoted at the ankles, and they'll also extend in every direction. As a bonus, an additional joint in the balls of the feet will allow the toe box to extend a bit. The decals for the suit-up gantry base are magnetic and reversible, allowing you to choose either the look of the gantry as it appears in Tony's garage or the gantry's appearance at the Stark Expo. As you can see, the various layers of the base are posable. Once in the desired position, they can be locked into place, at which point you can begin adding the various struts and arms. Assembling the gantry is a complex process. As such, the deluxe version of the figure comes complete with a separate booklet of instructions specifically designed to aid you in this process. Once you have everything assembled, add the Iron Man Mark IV to the display, making whatever adjustments are necessary to achieve your chosen look. The arm at the front of the gantry also features a magnetic function, which allows it to hold the chest plate away from the figure. The base itself includes a light-up feature that can be powered either by a trio of AAA batteries or a USB cable. This has been Sideshow's first look at the Iron Man Mark IV quarter-scale collectible figure with suit Up Gantry by Hot Toys from Iron Man 2. For more information about this figure, or to check out other figures from the Marvel Cinematic Universe by Hot Toys, follow the link below. Thank you for watching this video, and as always, don't forget to let your geek sideshow.